Hello, 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 and welcome to episode number 112 of 18 Talks Game Podcast. My name is Van Gogh. I hope you guys are all doing very, 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 very well. Oh my gosh, this week was such a long week and it was such a hot week. Like, it was really cold last week where I live, and this week it was like 80, 90, and it was just like, what happened? Sweating all over, doing this, doing that. It was not an OT fun, not fun, but still alive, okay? Still here, still thriving. I did super good on a lot of my tests this week. History, math, English, like, hello, like, oh my gosh, we're thriving. Um, anyway, I hope you guys are doing very, very well. Happy spring, of course. Um, I don't know, not a lot of exciting things to talk about, I guess, but yeah, let's head over to our main episode. Okay, let's go. Or not our main episode. Oh my gosh, forgive me. Our program of the week, and this program of the week is so nice. Okay, you're gonna love this. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so the program of the week this week is a program that I think is very, very appropriate for the spring, and this was actually suggested on a Reddit post by user BabVBC, BABVBC. So thank you to user BabVBC or BABVBC for suggesting this program or reminding me that this program existed. This is Karen Chan and her 2017 U.S. Nationals exhibition program. This is the year she won U.S. Nationals. This program is set to the music of Lover's Flower Garden, which is a melody from The House of Flying Daggers by Shigeru Umebayashi, the very, very famous Japanese composer. But this is a beautiful program because Karen Chan is wearing this white dress, but she has these long, flowy blue. And I don't mean like long, as in like it reaches her arms. No, she has to scrunch them up. That's how long they are. They are, I don't know, her height maybe. That's how long they are. And so because of the white outfit, the blue sleeves, it kind of has this, very, very beautiful effect together. It makes her look like a cloud or that she's an ocean wave or something. This program is just gorgeous. She starts out this program with a few turns without the sleeves being open yet, and then she has this one dramatic moment on the music. She opens the sleeves, bam, and then she kind of closes them again. She kind of stuffs them up again. She has this wonderful, wonderful triplets and this wonderful double salchow, nice light, easy jumps in this program. Very, very well done. But I think the main part of this program that I love so much is, of course, the use of the sleeves and the choreography. I mean, these long, beautiful sleeves during like such a beautiful Ina Bauer. She's laying back in her Ina Bauer and they're kind of just flowing behind her. They're like streamers or something. She also does a very beautiful fan spiral. Again, the sleeves are kind of behind her. She's so flexible, so well done. Um, she does kind of a little combination spin moment with a little sit spin moment, and her sleeves are kind of around her. It looks like she's in like a cocoon, and these waves are like rushing around her. Just like beautiful, beautiful intention in this choreography. Of course, no Karen Chen program would be complete without an iconic Karen Chen back spiral, which again is like even more enhanced by these beautiful sleeves. Her just doing her classic back spiral, those two sleeves kind of flying back. It's beautiful. It's everything. It's everything you would want to see from Miss Karen Chen. Um, I also really enjoy what else in this program? I also really enjoy the split jump in this program. She does this big, big split jump, and those sleeves will go flying above her head as well. Beautiful spin at the end of the program. Very nice layback spin again. She's laying back in her position, and the sleeves are just kind of covering her. You don't even see her head. You can only see parts of it. It's just wrapping around her, and it's so nice. But again, I just feel like it's very appropriate for the spring, very graceful, very beautiful. I believe this program was actually inspired by Chinese dance forms as well, which is such like so fun to see, so different to see. Karen Chen, I feel like it's iconic. And this is one of those programs where I'm like, dang, everyone should watch this program because I feel like it's that iconic of a program. At least it like should be more iconic because these are kind of iconic. But yeah, go check it out after you watch this episode. Karen Chen and her 2017 U.S. Nationals exhibition program to Lovers Flower Garden from The House of Flying Daggers by Shigeru Umebayashi. And again, suggested on Reddit by user BabVBC, BABVBC. Shout out to you. You're amazing. Thank you for reminding me that this program existed. Now let's head over to our main episode. Okay, guys, let's head over to our main episode when like we're kind of are in the main episode. Anyway, today's main episode. Well, actually, before we start today's main episode, I would like to announce that the Olympics YouTube has uploaded all of the Olympic skates. I think they have been uploaded. They have just been geo-blocked for people who are living in the US, like I am, or at least they've been geo-blocked in countries where, broadcasters have rights and everything. So, but anyway, just like they did with the 2022 Beijing Olympics and those figure skating events, the Olympics official YouTube channel has uploaded or made available all of the Olympic skates. So you can watch the team event, the men's event, the women's event, pairs, ice dance, etc. You can watch all of the shorts, all the frees, all the rhythm dances, all the free dances, etc. The whole exhibition gala is up on YouTube. And so you have a solid, I don't even know, like 40 hours of figure skating. Maybe that's an exaggeration, like 30 hours of figure skating to watch if you would like to. And it's now on YouTube. I believe it should be available worldwide. At least it's not blocked for me where I live in the US. But I'm super duper happy about that because I was not able, unfortunately, due to time zone differences and scheduling differences, able to watch a majority of the Olympics. In fact, I literally only watched a team event live. And that was like the saddest thing. And I could only watch like the top skates from the top skaters when I had time. But now they made the whole Olympic figure skating events available. I can watch everyone that I love, those fan favorites, the skaters that, weren't highlighted by the American media, stuff like that. And so I'm super excited to watch the Olympics. But of course, I need to like actually not procrastinate on my homework. So like that's my treat. Like this summer, I'm gonna rewatch the entire Olympics. I think that's actually gonna happen. Okay. Okay. Anyway, the main topic of this episode, as you saw in the title of this video, is of course a preview of the 2026 World Figure Skating Championships. Like so many other people, I am so exhausted from the Olympics and from this entire season that I don't even want to think about Worlds, but post Olympic Worlds are always so fun. I always not fun, but I always feel like they're a bit of a surprise. There's always different things. There's always some surprises. It's a great point to say, it's a great point to end the quad. Some skaters, this is their very last competition, their very last goodbye to the world. Other skaters are starting their career right now. They're starting their career and they're trying to set themselves up for this next Olympic quad. And so I just feel like World and Olympic season, the post Olympic World is always such a treat to watch. Even though you are so already so exhausted, you gotta push through a few more days of skating. But it will be happening next week, and they will be happening this year in Prague, in the Czech Republic, which I am very happy about. This is the yes last Worlds that were in Europe were the 2022 Worlds, which is also post Olympic Worlds, and those were in Montpellier in France. But we're going to Prague, and I want to go to Prague. And if anyone would like to buy me a last minute plane ticket to Prague and a last minute arena ticket to watch some of the skates, I will definitely go. I believe this is the O2 Arena in Prague that they're holding it at. I believe so. Prague. Yeah, the O2 Arena in Prague. And so I'm super excited for it. So in terms of the actual competition, just a brief overview. This again is a post-Olympic Worlds, and so that means there's really a lot of withdrawals, and that has to do with a lot of different reasons. A lot of skaters want to make the Olympics their last competition of the season, which is totally understandable because the Olympics are, maybe twice as tiring as any other competition with all the media, all the press, etc., all the different events, all the different things to do at the Olympics. Of course, super duper tiring. A lot of skiers also, or their countries submit their entry for Worlds and they end up retiring after the Olympics. They say Olympics are their last competition. Yeah. And of course, there's also, of course, injuries after a long season, fatigue after a long season, illness, etc. And that all leads to a lot of withdrawals from a lot of big names. And in fact, there might be more withdrawals after this episode. I do mention it before every competition, before every section of this competition, that which skaters have withdrawn, or they've never been listed at all. And so because there's so many withdrawals, because there's so many skaters that may be expected at the top to be here, expect a lot of chaos. Expect a lot of chaos after this very tiring season. All these skaters are also exhausted. Maybe their biggest competition isn't necessarily there. And so you have this really strange mixture of skaters together, all trying to make it through their last, or, one of their last competition of the season, etc. And I feel like that's why World is always so intense, always so fun and weird and chaotic in this post-Olympic season. But let's stop talking about the competition. Wait, no. Let's stop talking about the actual event. Let's head into the actual competition. Starting off with the men's event, which I am scared after the Olympics. Did you see that free skate? Did you see that free skate? Genuinely, what happened in that free skate? And so I am quite scared actually of what could happen here at the Olympics in the men's field. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to think. I really don't even know what to say. I really don't know. I am shocked. But let's hope that, shocking things don't happen at this men's event at this World. Some of the notable withdrawals here at the Worlds included Mateo Rizzo, Mikhail Shidorov, who is the Olympic champion. He never got listed as an entry, actually. I believe it was fatigue as a reason. But yeah, Shidorov, who is the Olympic champion, will not be showing up here at Worlds. And Juwon Cha recently withdrew as well a few days ago, unfortunately, ending his season early. Not early, but ending his season before Worlds. Okay, so how this is gonna work? I'm doing the top 12 for the men and women, the top 10 or top 8 for the pairs, top 10 for the ice stands. Okay, in the men's field, in 12th place, I'm predicting Mr. Andrew Torgashev. Now, I truly think Andrew Torgashev is a bit of a chaotic choice for any placement. We've seen at the Olympics, I believe he was ninth place, which is a really big result for Andrew Torgashev. Not a result that I was expecting at all. Not a lot of people were expecting a top 10 Andrew Torgashev finish. I am pleasing him here at 12th in my prediction at Worlds. However, because of his relative inconsistency this season, unfortunately, not the most consistent skater. But if he has a performance like he had at the Olympics again, and he gets those two quite good short program and free skate placements, could be very, very good for him. He also had a really good free skate at US Nationals, things like that. And so, some upward trajectory definitely for Andrew Torgashev. And so we will definitely see where he ends up. I totally could see him being in the top 10 here at Worlds. Totally could see him maybe lower than 12th, unfortunately. It will really depend on those two skates on the day. Another skater who I truly feel like is kind of also in that position as well, but maybe a little bit less so, is Lucas Britschke of Switzerland. Looking at the Olympics, I kind of forgot where Lucas placed. I believe he placed definitely not in the top 10. I believe he was like 16th or something. I don't even remember where let's see, he was 14th at the Olympics, and that was of the 246. And so again, another skater who has had a really good results in the past. Lucas Britschke has, I believe he's been fifth at Worlds before. That was back in 2024. I believe he's been the European champion. This season has been, a little bit up and down for Lucas Britschke. Not the best results. He did have a quite, redeeming skate, a free skate at the Olympics and everything. So we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. He's had a couple, Grand Prix medals over the years, things like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. And Lucas Britschke and Andrew Torgashev both kind of chaotic for me. Another skater that is chaotic, I feel like this is all chaotic choices, is Mr. Kevin Amos of France. We've seen Kevin Amos all over the place. My thing is that it is European ice, and historically, he has not had the best luck on European ice. But this is Worlds. This is a little bit different. At Europeans last year in Tallinn, he did not qualify to the free skate, or no, he did, but he didn't place very well, I believe. And this year in Sheffield, he didn't qualify to the free skate at Europeans, but he did have an 11th place finish at the Olympics, and so clearly the Italian ice was working for him. Maybe the Czech ice will work for him here. We will have to see. We will definitely have to see. We might see, we might see some different things. He was a gold medalist at Skate America. He won the national title in France. Some up and down this season. And so if he repeats a performance that is not his European performance, I think he will do fairly well here. I think he will definitely break into the top 10 for sure for Kevin Amos. In ninth place, I do admit that this is a little bit biased in my opinion, but this hurts so much to say. This is Jason Brown, guys. Ninth place, I'm predicting Jason Brown. I'm still so devastated that Jason Brown did not go to the Olympics. I'm still so devastated because of that. I'm so devastated. It's been 2.5 months and I'm still crying over the fact that Jason just had just not the best, like just the worst skate of his career. And the free skate, I'm so upset that that happened. Um, but I want this to be a redemption for Jason so bad. I know he hasn't had the best season at all. This is probably, one of his more inconsistent seasons in recent memory. But if he could go out here at Worlds with a top 10 finish to end off his season well, I truly do think that would be the most redeeming thing this entire season for me. Honestly, it's just for me. It's not even for anyone else. It's just for me, honestly. I want redemption and I want Jason Brown to be in the top 10 at Worlds just to say that he did it after the struggles this season with everything going on, the injuries, the inconsistencies and the Nationals performance. I'm so devastated over that. I think a ninth place finish would be good for Jason, but I totally understand that his jumps have just not been there at all this season. Even the triple axel, unfortunately, has fallen with under rotations and quarters and everything. But if he can get a ninth place finish, I will be very happy for him, and I really want that to happen. In eighth place, I'm predicting the European champion this season, Nika Igatse. I don't know, a bit of a mixed wild card for me. Nika Igatse was just amazing at Europeans. He truly was amazing at Europeans. He went to the Olympics. It wasn't the best skate in the free skate at all. He was 10th in the men's event, the individual men's event, and so I don't know. It will be kind of up and down for Nika Igatse. Again, if he's able to repeat a performance like he had at Europeans, will be very good. I could see a top six, I mean a top five finish for Nikki Godse here. It will really depend. But if he has a less fortunate skate, like perhaps at the team event free skate or the team event programs, could spell a little trouble, unfortunately. Okay, in seventh place here, I'm predicting Kao Miura of Japan, who is a bit of a chaos child. He was 13th at the Olympics, but he started with a 22nd place short program, 10th in the free skate, 13th overall. He was the four continents champion this season. This season has been up and down again. Another skater who's been kind of up and down this season. Won, bronze at Japanese nationals, won a Grand Prix medal at Skate Canada with a bronze there, but he was 10th at Grand Prix de France, stuff like that. Lots of, interesting results, up and down results here. If he's able to, have very good performances here, and he certainly does have the technical capability. His Umbrellas of Sherbert program, I feel like, is very well loved by the judges. If he's able to do those things and really deliver here, I could really see a medal spelling out for Kao Miura, but it will be a bit of a challenge because of his relative inconsistency this season, unfortunately. Okay, moving on to sixth place. The top six here, again, this could go anywhere. In sixth place, I'm predicting from France, Adam Shahimfa, who was, I don't even know at the Olympics. He was 11th or something. I don't even know. Adam Shahimfa was actually 7th at the Olympics. He was 3rd in the short, 12th in the free, not the best skate there. I just feel like Adam Shahimfa has had quite a season. He did skip Europeans. I believe he had some injuries. He was 5th at the Grand Prix final, things like that. We'll have to see what Adam Schoenfeld, right? Like, I truly believe that I feel like Adam Schoenfeld is a skater who could go anywhere. We saw him, of course, back at the 2024 Worlds where he was like 20th in the short and then he made it to 3rd after the free skate, which was absolutely insane. Things like that, like, I don't know, right? We don't know where Adam Schoenfeld could go, but we do know that he has quite the technical capabilities here. The quad lutz is a very powerful tool in his arsenal of jumps. If he's able to land those clean quad lutzes, the quad toe loops that he really wants, the triple axel has been a bit of an issue for him this season here and there. I really do see him on the podium if he's able to do those things cleanly. He has been on the world's podium, of course, and so we'll have to see. We'll have to see with Mr. Adam Schauhenfall. Okay. Okay, moving on to the 5th place here. In 5th place, I'm predicting Daniel Grazel of Italy. Again, another skater who has had such an up and down season. I remember the highlight of him this whole season was Grand Prix final, where he was, I believe, 4th place actually at Grand Prix final, but it was with just an amazing 2nd place free skate there. If he's able to have that kind of free skate, again, very much could be on the podium. At Europeans, it was just not his best competition. He was, let me think. He wasn't defending a European medal or anything at Europeans, but he was 15th, no, 13th at Europeans, which is really not the best result for him. He was kind of expected to be one of the front runners for the gold medal at Europeans. But that's okay. He was ninth place at the Olympics. Again, it really just depends on the clean jumps here. He's a skater who I feel like is one of the most prone skaters to under rotation issues like that in his programs. And so we'll have to see at the end of where that all goes. Okay. In fourth place, I'm putting this out there, but I don't think it's that unrealistic. This is such like a new development in the world of men's skating. Fourth place, I'm predicting Steven Gogolev of Canada. He was fifth place at the Olympics, very nearly on the podium at the Olympics, actually. A point and a bit, a little bit more than a point afar from the podium at the Olympics. He had that amazing skate in the team event program, and the free skate at the team event. Canadian Nationals just went really well for Steven Gogolev. He won his first senior international title at Nebelhorn Trophy. Just like this season has been kind of the Steven Gogolev renaissance, it feels like, and it came out of nowhere. And if he's able to place fifth place at the Olympics with a second place free skate actually at the Olympics, I truly see something happening here. I truly see a little bit of an upset here. I think Steven Gogolev could very well make it on the podium, and maybe the judges, don't give him the highest component scores compared to the rest of the field. But when you're such a good technical prowess here, like he's had like way better consistency this season than he's ever had, I feel like, when you have that technical prowess, that provides such a big cushion for you. He doesn't have to have the strongest components in the field to make it on the podium. That's not how the sport works, of course. And this could be very good for Steven Gogolev. And I truly think he's going to be one of the next leaders in this upcoming Olympic quad. And this is going to be a really big opportunity to show, who is boss here coming into the next season, coming to the 2030 Olympics, which is crazy to say. Steven Gogolev could be on the podium. I'm just saying. I almost want to put him on the podium, but we'll see. In third place here, I'm predicting the bronze medalist at the Olympics, and that is Shun Sato, who, mixed skater. The Olympics were a mixed thing for him. He was at the free skate for the team event, the men's free skate for the team event. He was second place there with pretty much a clean skate. It was a very good, very, very good skate there. In the individual event, he was ninth place in the short program, third in the free skate, and then third overall, which was a very, very, very interesting combination of things. Of course, the event was super chaotic. Shun Sato has been very much one of the leaders this whole quad, not the whole quad, but this whole season. He was a medalist at the Grand Prix final. He was a silver medalist at his nationals in Japan. So we'll have to see what will happen with Shun Sato. But I feel like he's been one of the most consistent skaters. He has a quadlets in his arsenal. He rotates super duper fast, high, dewy, those kinds of things. Quite nice skating skills. I think those things will really give him a boost here. I feel like he is truly the most, I don't know, I'm not the most consistent, but like, I don't know, he's consistent at being the most consistent. I don't know what that means. Okay, just saying. In second place here, I'm predicting Yuma Kageyama, also of Japan, the silver medalist at the Olympics. The Olympics were a bit of a struggle for Yuma Kageyama, unfortunately. He had a very brilliant short program for the team event, and a pretty decent short program for the individual event as well. But we went into the free skate of the individual event. It just wasn't the best, unfortunately. He was, let me see, sixth place in the free skate of the individual men's event. He remained on the podium at second overall. But I don't know. I truly think the components are really going to be, and the components really did save him at the Olympics, quite honestly. And the components are so solid from Kageyama. The components are so well done. So the skating is so good. This Turando program is so good. I really enjoy it. The Olympics were not the cleanest skis at all season, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And then in first place, I'm predicting Mr. Ilya Milinin of the USA. Now, this is quite, a shock, a bit of a surprise. Not a surprise. I don't think it is. I don't know. I'm still so in shock over the men's event. Of course, at the Olympics, he was brilliant in the team event, Ilya Milinin. He went to the men's event. He was first in the men's event short program. He fell down to 8th place after the free skate with a 15th place free skate. it was a skate that was so shocking. 2 falls, 2 pops, step outs, those kind of things. That was such a devastating program to watch. And I think just the best way to end off the season for Ilya. Again, he had won every competition this whole season. He's been winning every competition since, I don't even know, I think in November of 2023 or something, and Grand Prix de France or something. And suddenly at the Olympics, he was eighth. And that was just a shocking result for so many people, including himself, obviously. He was, upset about that. But coming into this world, the best thing would be for Illuminati to win, right? I just think that would be a very big redemptive moment, very big moment where he could really show, like, yeah, the Olympics were unfortunate, but let me just persevere through again and win worlds. And he's won the world title like 3 times now in a row. 2 times now in a row, I believe. Yeah, 2 times in a row. And so this third world title would definitely mean a lot after that very bittersweet Olympics for him. And I think it is the most likely, he is still the most consistent skater here with the highest technical capabilities, despite that one really unfortunate free skate at the Olympics. Overall, he is still the most consistent in general. Okay, guys, let's talk about what did I get a text from? Oh, okay, let's talk about the women's event. Notable withdrawals, not actually a lot of withdrawals here in the women's event. Notable withdrawals, Luna Hendricks, unfortunately, and the Olympic champion Alyssa Liu herself has withdrawn from the Olympics, which is interesting. But again, another Olympic champion who withdrew from her event. Lots of media, obviously, around Alyssa Liu. I feel like she's just gotten the most attention this Olympics at all the figure skaters. And honestly, probably out of any athlete at these Olympics, but Alyssa is just living her life and she decides to skip these worlds. She has aimed towards the 2030 Olympics, but that's a whole different thing we can talk about later. Let's talk about the predictions for the women who are actually competing here. In 12th place, a little bit of a wild card, I feel like, but I want to put this wild card up there. I want to just raise my hand and just say a little bit like I think she could do it. And that woman is Miss Kimmy Rippon. No, wait, not Kimmy Rippon. Oops, she withdrew. Lydia Kaiser, the other Swiss. That was such a bad mess up. Lydia Kaiser of Switzerland. She was 21st at the Olympics, and I get it. That was not the best result, but I just think Lydia Kaiser has something in her. I think Lydia Kaiser had a really good free skate at the Olympics. It was pretty good free skate, honestly. Her jumps are so nice, so floaty. They get really good Jewy. And, at the Olympics, I just thought, like, I don't know. At first, I thought she was going to be one of the skaters who, may have not qualified for that event, for the free skate. But she was 17th at Europeans. Yeah, I get it. This one's unrealistic. I totally get it. I just really like Lydia Kaiser, and honestly, maybe I just wanted to mention her here, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But she's a really solid skater. But I totally understand that, someone like Aida Karhunen of Finland, probably I should probably put her in 12th instead. But I really like Lydia Kaiser. I'm sorry. Okay. In 11th place, I'm predicting Sarah Everhart of the USA. This is a bit of a hard result for me. It really just depends on the judging panel because I just think the previous 2 seasons, they were loving Sarah Everhart. They were like, wow, you are so amazing. You're so good at skating. Very clean. She is the American queen of consistency right now, in my opinion. But this season has just been like, no, Sarah, under rotation, quarter call, bam, edge call. I just feel like they have been so harsh on the judging for Sarah Everhart this season compared to, I don't know, it was such a dramatic change in my opinion. Sarah didn't go to the Olympics, but she did place, what was it, 4th or 5th at U.S. Nationals. She's a skater who has experience. She's been a 4 continents medalist after all. She hasn't had the best season, maybe because of the judging and because of everything like that, but I truly do think she could make a top 10 finish here at Worlds. Her very first Worlds debut, and that will be a big statement for her coming into this next Olympic quad, which I'm sure she will compete in. I think she's confirmed that. I don't know if she did, but yeah. In 10th place, I'm predicting Lara Naki-Gutman of Italy. Coming off of a home Olympics in Italy, she has a really good chance, I do feel like. She has been averaging, I feel like, in the 190s, in the 200 this whole season. And so she really hasn't had, like, any dramatic results outside of that. I feel like every season I've seen her, she's just gotten more and more consistent. She has really done a number on her jumps. I just feel like they're so much more consistent than they have ever been. She was a bronze medalist at Europeans. The Europeans was a messy event for the women, but she was also a team event medalist. She was 15th at the Olympics. But that was still with a pretty strong skate, a 12th place free skate, in fact. And so I do think Lara Nakagawa can make her top 10 debut here at the World as well. And I'm sure that would mean a whole lot to her. She was 13th here before. 10th is not that far, Lara Nakaguma. I know you can do it. And we love her programs as well. So I really do think that this is the year that Lara Nakaguma has been the most consistent. She's gonna make her biggest splash here at the Prague Worlds. In ninth place here at the world competition, I am predicting Miss Jia Shin of South Korea. Jia had a little bit of a comeback herself at the Olympics. She was 14th in the short, 7th in the free skate. In the team event short program, she had a 4th place short, which is a lot better of a short program. And then the 7th place free skate really did boost her up to 11th overall. She has been a little bit up and down this season. I've noticed that I believe the jumping pass that has given her the most struggle this whole season is the triple X, triple toe. I've seen, a couple falls on it, couple under rotations this season so far. But Jia Shin is very, very young. I think this is a very big opportunity for her to make her senior debut at Worlds. This is her first senior Worlds, of course. She just debuted as a senior this season. I think this is a really good opportunity for her to really again, another big splash for Jia Shin. Prove who's up and coming, up and young. Yes, yes, yes. And she has the most brilliant jumps when they're landed cleanly. Most brilliant skating, most beautiful Ina Bauer. Her Liebestraum is just, it's good. It's good. Okay. In eighth place, a little bit of someone who kind of shocked me this season, didn't really expect it, was Sofia Samodelkina. She was 10th at the Olympics. She has been fairly on this season in terms of the consistency. In fact, she has let's see here. She has been fairly consistent. Actually, not amazingly consistent, but she was second at NHK Trophy. She was second at the Cranberry Cup, things like that. And at the Olympics, she hit all new personal bests for a 207 overall, a new personal best, which was a very huge result for her. And so, yeah, if she's able to have that same consistency that she had at the Olympics, that she had at NHK Trophy, I don't think a top 10 finish would be even difficult for her to accomplish. In seventh place, I'm predicting from Georgia, Anastasia Gubanova in what might be her last competition, I believe. I think she said this is it for her. But Gubanova was ninth at the Olympics with a 209.99. So close to 210. She was sixth place in the short at the Olympics. The free skate, not even like I don't know. She was 11th in the free skate, but that wasn't even with like major falls or anything. That was with like a couple step outs. Like the level at the Olympics was actually quite high. But I actually do think Gubanova has a really good chance of making it to the top 6, the top 5 here also at the Worlds. I'm pinning her here because she hasn't had the most consistent, like compared to some of the other skaters, not the most consistent, but still fairly consistent. At Europeans, for example, she didn't have the best short program, but she came back with a really great free skate. If she can put a Olympic short program with a European free skate together, I don't think that like the top 6 would be a problem at all for Gubanova. We'll have to see. They do call her under rotations a lot, I feel like, on the flip and the lets as well. So we'll have to see with Gubanova, but if you're gonna have your last competition be at this World, you might as well make a big splash. And last post-Olympic Worlds, she made a really big splash. I think she was like 6th or something. So yeah, really good for Gubanova. In sixth place, I'm predicting Miss Nina Petroikina of Estonia, the current two-time reigning European champion, who was 7th place at the Olympics. Europeans I don't know, maybe the European ice is literally Nina's like favorite thing to skate on. She won she won Europeans on Sheffield ice. She was 7th at the Olympics on Italian ice. Maybe Czech ice is even luckier. I don't know. But she is quite consistent in these last 2 competitions she had, which is a big miracle after, injury early this season and very big struggles early this season. And so if she's able to be on the podium here, I'll be like, dang, good job for you, Nina. Good job, Nina. Okay, sixth place Nina. Okay, in fifth place, I'm predicting Isabeau Levito. And I don't know, maybe this is a little bit of a high placing for Isabeau Levito. She was, let me check again, she was 12th at the Olympics with a very brilliant 8th place short program. The 13th place free skate, not her best free skate, couple under rotations there. She did fall on the opening triple flip for the combination there, unfortunately. But I think Isabel is such a beautiful skater, such a mature skater. Yes, again, under rotations are a big issue. So maybe this fifth place is a little bit high for her. I truly do think she could make the top 10 for sure. Kind of a little bit of an open field, but we'll have to see. She's been a world medalist, right? Like, you cannot leave her out of the equation. She was a world medalist in 2024. Last year, she was fourth at 2025 Worlds. She was silver in 2024. I don't know. Isabella Vito depends on the rotations. We'll see. Fourth place, Moni Chiba from Japan. Another skater who I think will depend on the rotations. Moni Chiba, we've had some ups and downs, right? At Grand Prix finals, she was first at the short, and then her free skate just wasn't the best free skate, unfortunately, and it dropped her down to sixth, I believe, and it was so heartbreaking to watch Moni Chiba have that result. Or no, she was fifth, I think. So heartbreaking. She was sixth. I can't remember, but she was also fourth at the Olympics this season. And at the Olympics, she just had really good skates. She truly did have really good skates. Um, and so we'll have to see. We'll have to definitely see. Um, where Moni Chiba places. But her Romeo and Juliet is so beautiful. I really like it. She was a world medalist last year with the bronze. I think Moni Chiba really could make it. I really want Moni Chiba to do really good here after a bit of a hard season at those competitions at Grand Prix Final, Japanese Nationals, Four Continents. Not the best, but I truly think she can do it. Okay, in third place, I don't know if this is a little far fetched or anything, but I want this to happen so bad. And it's another bias, and it's third place Amber Glenn. I'm sorry, she's my favorite. I don't think this is impossible. Amber Glenn has not medaled at Worlds yet before. This could be it. This might be her last competition. I believe she said she might be contending for one more season, but if she wants to medal at a Worlds, this is the opportunity, I feel like. At the Olympics, she was 13th in the short. She was what, like, she was third in the free skate for fifth overall. If she can put together a really good short program in if she can put together a really good short program and she can put together a really good free skate, there's no hesitation, no doubt in my mind that she would make the podium, right? But it's been a little bit difficult putting the two together this season for Amber. But if she does it, I will be so happy, and I really want her to do it. And I'm biased. I'm sorry. In second place, I'm putting the bronze medalist at the Olympics, and that is Amy Nakai, the youngster from Team Japan. So young, so brave, really big, made a splash this season. She was first place after the short program at the Olympics. She dropped down to third overall after the ninth place free skate at the Olympics, but still such a wonderful skater. She has a triple axel. If she's able to land both of those triple axels, one in the short, one in the free, and the rest of the jumps are clean without any step outs like she unfortunately had at the Olympics, very well done. The components are some, places where she's a little bit lower than the rest of the field, but the technical elements really do make up for that, and she is a wonderful skater. Second place, Amy Nakai. In first place, which I believe this is confirmed to be the last competition for Team Japan, is Kaori Sakamoto. I'm putting this here. I really want Kaori to have her, goodbye, her final world title. She has been world champ 3 times now. Last year she was second. This year she might be first again. Alyssa is not skating her. It's been a little bit of a difficult season for Kaori Sakamoto. We all know that she really didn't want that Olympic gold. Unfortunately, didn't get it with the second place, but she was so close, and I'm sure she would love to finish out this season with a gold medal around her neck at Worlds. And she has been really fairly consistent this season, and so if she can put together some really good skates to say this final time to say goodbye, Sarah Brightman style, non je ne regrette rien, Edith Piaf style, I would really love to see it for Kaori Sakamoto. And I think she is going to do it. I just feel it. And I think it would be very satisfying to see that. All right. So yeah, and then women, third, Amory Glenn, second, Amy Nakai, first, Kaori Sakamoto. Those are my predictions. Don't come at me if I'm wrong. Let's go to pairs. And honestly, I'm going to breeze through pairs. There's been a lot of withdrawal in the pairs season from a lot of big names. The Olympic champions, Miura and Kihara, withdrew. The Italians, Conti Machi, withdrew. Sui and Han of China withdrew. Slava Zizek Deschamps withdrew. Cam O'Shea withdrew. And so this leaves the field quite open. Quite quite open for the Paris field. And so in eighth place, I'm really gonna run through these quick because I don't really watch Paris. I'm sorry. In eighth place, I'm predicting the team of Yuna Nagaoka, Sumitada Moriguchi. They did not qualify. So unfortunately, they did not qualify for the free skate at the Olympics, which is not the best short program, unfortunately. But they were fourth at NHK Trophy this season, fourth at Finlandia Trophy. They were third at the Four Continents, things like that. I really do think that that will, I don't know, add up. I don't know. I just feel like they're a team to watch. They are quite a young team, and I truly think they are a team to watch this next squad. And I'm hoping they make a big splash here at the Paris event at Worlds. In seventh place, I'm predicting Yulia Chichitnina and Mikhail Wozniak of Poland. They were 13th at the Olympics. I truly do think that, not their best skates there, but very good, solid skaters. They have had really good skates in the past, for example. They were, fourth at four nationals. They've had kind of up and down skates this season. That's what I'm going to say. But they've been, pretty good sometimes, pretty good other times. And I truly do think they could put it together here. I think they can do it. I don't know. In sixth place, I'm representing Hoke and Kunkel of Germany. They were a very solid, let's see here. They were a very solid 10th place at the Olympics. And so, disregarding some of the other teams that withdrew, they would have moved up quite a bit. They are a pretty solid team. I wouldn't say they're like super duper consistent, but pretty solid team from Hoke and Kunkel. I feel like they are, often in the mix here and there for European medals, for example. They have medaled at Europeans before. So I don't know. We'll have to see. They were fourth at Europeans this season. They were 18th at Worlds last year, but I truly do think they could move up. They've been fifth at Worlds, as high as fifth at Worlds before. So I think Hoke Kunkel could really make a splash here. Same thing with fifth place, Pereira Michaud. They from Canada. Pereira Michaud, they really surprised me at the Olympics with that third place short program. It was quite impressive to see them third place after that short program. They did unfortunately fall down to eighth place after that free skate, but I don't know. I just think that that third place program, may have just encouraged something in them. I don't know. But I think Pyramid Show is a team to watch out for. I don't know. I would love to see them go on the world podium. I don't know why. I mean, obviously, I would love to see them go on the world podium. I just have a sinking feeling about it. Just a good feeling about Pyramid Show. That third place at the Olympics was a really good result for them. 10th place free skate, not the best, but they've been to Worlds before. They've been to the Grand Prix final before. They've medaled at the Grand Prix final before. Things like, wait, no. They have not medaled at the Grand Prix. They've won the Grand Prix, but they've won Grand Prix before. Yeah, things like that. I truly do think that they are, very, 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 very good. I like their skating a lot, so I put them in fifth here. Fourth place, and I think this really could be on the podium. Efimova Mitrofanov of Team USA, who did not go to the Olympics unfortunately because of citizenship issues. But Efimova Mitrofanov have really had some solid skates this season. They won, of course, U.S. nationals. They went to four continents. They won the gold there. They were silver medalists at Finlandia Trophy. They had new personal bests there, things like that. I actually do think that they have the fire in their skating, and it's gonna really be able to push them through here. And I think they could, make a U.S. return to the world podium here, but I'm putting them in fourth here. Okay, and third, I'm putting the Hungarians, Pavlova Sviatchenko. I don't know. I just feel like they have worked so hard. They have been fourth at a few competitions a few times, but no more. I think that they were fourth at the Olympics, and it was such an amazing two skates from them. Fourth in the short, third in the free skate. I say no more. I say no more fourth place. They were bronze at Europeans. I think they're gonna be bronze at Worlds, right? They have been fourth at Worlds before. They've been fourth Europeans twice. They've been fourth at Grand Prix final. They were fourth at the Olympics, but I say this World they're gonna be third. I truly believe, and they have been fairly consistent. They are fairly consistent skaters. They've won Grand Prix medals every season they've competed together. Things like that. I do think. Was that my phone again? Okay, sorry guys. But yeah. In second place, I'm predicting the Georgian team of Metlakina Barulava, who were second at the Olympics, with a very solid two skates. Not perfect skates, but very solid two skates from Metlakina Barulava. you know, the lifts do hurt them a little bit here, and maybe that's why I'm a little hesitant to put them in first. But they definitely could become world medalists as well. And in fact, they could become world champions because they placed actually above the team I'm predicting in first place, which is Hasse and Volodin of Germany, who didn't have the best season leading up to the Olympics, right? Maybe didn't have the best season. They were Grand Prix final bronze medalists. They went to Europeans. They won the silver there behind Metlakina Barilava. They went to the Olympics. They were first in the Olympics, or in the short program of the Olympics. They were third in the free skate for third overall. But like if they have a very clean skate in Olympics, in the free skate and the short program, I mean they're a very solid team, and the judges love their Jewies, and it'll be very interesting to see where they place Hafse Volodin. But they've lost to Metzakina Barilava what only once at this only twice this season, and they beat them at the Grand Prix final, things like that. We'll have to see. They placed first in the free skate at the Grand Prix final with a huge score, which we'll have to see where that all falls out. Okay, lastly, okay, so wait, third Pablo Siachenko, second Mazukina Baralava, first Hase Bologna. You got it? Okay. Ice dance. Okay, some of the notable withdrawals here, Chalk and Bates withdrew from here. They were the silver medalists at the Olympics. And then Guignard Fabri, the Italians, were never listed for the event, but they were fourth at the Olympics. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to say top 10 yet because I don't know. I want to predict that one of the Czech, maybe both, I don't know. At least one of the Czech teams are going to get a top 10. We have two Czech teams, both sibling teams, of course, Mrazkova and Mrazek. And then you have the Tashler as well. And so I don't know. The Tashlers, the Mrazeks, I don't know. I just feel like, the Czech audience, ice dance is Czechia's strongest discipline. They have two very, very solid teams that have consistently placed very, pretty good results here at Worlds, qualified at the free dance. They were both at the Olympics, for example. I think that, I think a top 10 is very possible at this very chaotic Worlds for a Czech team. I would love to see that happen for them. But let's talk about my top 10 review. In 10th place, I'm predicting Turkila Versluis of Finland. Turkila Versluis coming back from a lot of injury this season. We didn't see them a lot this season. I think we've only seen them 3 times this season. Finnish nationals, they won, of course. Europeans, I believe they were like 8th or something, 7th. I have no idea what they were at Europeans, honestly. What were they? They were 8th at Europeans, yes. And then they were 12th at the Olympics, but what's up with a really solid two skates at the Olympics? I truly think that this, could be a little bit recovery from them. I don't know. This might be their last competition together too. I don't know, guys. I hope they don't retire because I love them so much, but I just feel like a 10th place breakthrough at this Olympics or this Worlds would be really redeeming for them. Last year, they had a really unfortunate rhythm dance, if you remember, at Worlds. Didn't qualify, or they barely qualified at the free skate, the free dance. And so I would love to see a little bit redemption for them to get a top 10 finish here for them both. Okay. In 9th place, I'm predicting the 11th place finishers at the Olympics, and that was the U.S. team of Christina Carrera and Anthony Ponomarenko. I think this team is really solid. In the beginning of the season, we're like not the best skates, was not the fan of the Notre Dame de Paris. They switched back to Perfume. It was a hit. It was such a big sell at the Olympics. I feel like the crowd was engaged in it. I truly thought everyone was kind of into it. Carrera Ponomarenko are a very solid team here. They have been, I think, 5th at the Worlds before. The level of ice dance is really, truly, truly, truly so high. They, scores did drop a little bit this season for them. This could be, a bit of a up point for them at Worlds here if they can get into that top 10. And I truly think they will get into that top 10. 8th place, I'm predicting Smart and Deke of Spain. They were 9th at the Olympics with a 10th place rhythm, 6th place free skate. A lot of movement in between those two numbers, which we don't expect, of course, a lot in ice dance. But they are a very solid team. Rhythm dance is not their strong suit. What is their strong suit is a very, very solid free dance to do in part 2. The judges eat it up so hard, and I think they could really sell it very well. And again, break themselves here. They were, I think, 5th at Worlds last year or something crazy. They were a very solid, very solid. They were 6th place at Worlds last year with a 3rd place free dance, which is a very solid free dance for them. They were ninth here in at the Olympics. They missed out a little bit on a medal at Europeans. Um, because of their seventh place. Not the best rhythm dance for them, but the free dance will really boost them up high. And so if they can put a really solid rhythm dance together with a really solid free dance, I think they could really reach that top six again like they did last year. In seventh place, I'm predicting La Joie and Laga of Canada, my favorites. I like their rhythm dance. They're kind of sporty rhythm dance. It's fun. Their free dance Nuria, it's stunning. I don't understand. I get it. They've used it before, but like it hits every time. I truly think it's an art. La Joie Laga, they're a younger team. They have been really solid at Worlds. They were 10th at the Olympics. They have placed as high as what? They have placed, I think in 2024, they were fifth place at Worlds here. And then, they've had a couple solid skates. They were third in the team event skate for the free dance there. But I really like their skating as well. They're a really solid team. Ice dance is hard to really predict exactly anytime. But I like them. So that's all that matters. In sixth place, I'm predicting the French team, Loporeva Brisso. um, Solid team, very eccentric New York team free dance. Really like the free dance for them. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what Lobo de Briso. Lobo de Briso, what place were they at Europeans? Like, oh gosh, I don't even remember what place. I think they were fourth at Europeans, I believe. They were fourth at Europeans, eighth at the Olympics together. They're competing again for another 4 years. Another team where I feel like they truly could really build themselves up some reputation here, and a top six finish would very much help that. In fifth place, I'm predicting from Lithuania, Reed and Blivicius. I believe this is their last competition together. I don't know if that's confirmed, but I think a lot of people were saying it, or I remember reading something about it. But Allison Reed, Salius, and Blivicius from Lithuania, they have had such a roller coaster of a season. They didn't qualify to the World Free Dance last year. Couldn't qualify that spot for Lithuania. Went to the qualifying competition, won it. Very, very well done for them. And then Reed and Rulivicius, what place were they at Europeans? I think they were fifth at Europeans or something. They went to the Grand Prix final, which they were fifth there, which is a really big result for them. They were fifth as well at the Europeans. And then they were sixth overall at Olympics. So I truly do think this fifth is a very good placing for them, very fair placing. They have had, scores over the 200s before, and that's really where you want to see that ice dance fall, right? We really want to see that. Okay, top four. In fourth place, I'm putting Fear and Gibson of Great Britain. They were fourth place. No, they were third place at Europeans. They were, oh gosh, what place were they at? They were seventh place at the Olympics. Both those times they did make unfortunate and very unfortunate twizzle errors. And maybe that's a little bit of my fear here is a little bit of the twizzle errors will maybe pop through again for Fear and Gibson. And maybe that's why I'm putting them in fourth. But they are very much a team very capable of being in third, maybe even second here for Fear and Gibson. They are quite clean skaters, very exciting skaters when they can get those things clean. The past two competitions with the twizzle mistakes have really been unfortunate for them. But their energy with the crowd, I think, will really carry them on after this very long season. And the judges really do like their skills and their way to pull the audience forward. I really think it's a special ability. Okay. In third place, I think this is gonna be I don't know. I just have a gut feeling this is gonna be it. In third place, I'm predicting the team of Zingis and Kolesnik of Team USA. They went to four continents. They won four continents, right? They won four continents. They go to the Olympics and they win, not win. They get a fifth place at the Olympics, and they qualified the Grand Prix final earlier this season. Just a very unprecedented an uproar from the team of Zingis and Kolesnik. And I just feel like the way to end off this season of just upward and upward and upward trajectory is to get a third place, a world medal here, a bronze at the Worlds. And I feel like it would really much signify a new transition where in the ice dance world where they are maybe one of the top leaders in the ice dance world. I don't know. I think they are a very solid team. Um, for Zingis and Kolesnik, I think the world medal would be very special for them, and I'm sure, not sure, but I have a gut feeling that it's gonna happen for Zingis and Kolesnik, and that would be a very major result for at these worlds for them. In second place, I'm predicting the team of Gillis and Poirier of Canada. Again, might be their last competition? Question mark. I have no idea, but Piper Gillis, Pop Boye, they were third at the Olympics, which is the most beautiful Vincent free dance, and they are a really solid team. And in fact, they probably could win here. Kind of just depends on whoever skates, but they were third in the relay third in the free dance at the Olympics. Beautiful skates for them. They really haven't made too many mistakes all season. I would love to see them end up on the world podium, maybe for the last time. I just want to watch the Vincent free dance again, honestly. And they have been fairly clean this season with that. So I don't know. And then in first place, the Olympic champions, I'm predicting them to win worlds here, their first world together. Actually, for Fournier, Baudry, Cizeron, they were first in both parts at the Olympics, rhythm and the free. No Chalk and Bates here, who were their main rivals for that Olympic gold here. Very much undefeated, mostly undefeated this whole season. Couple things here and there. Grand Prix final didn't go the best for them, but they're coming in here as a reputation of being the Olympic champions, and that is very much a big thing, I feel like, in ice dance sometimes. And yeah, not a lot of huge competition for them, but of course, if they make mistakes, I think it could be very easy for a team like Gilles Poirier to sneak up and get the goal instead. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But those are like third place, Zingas Kolesnik. Second place, Gilles Poirier. First place, Fournier Baudry Cizeron. But those are my predictions for the 2026 World Figure Skating Championships in Prague, Czech Republic. I hope you enjoy listening to me rant for like 15 minutes about that. Next week, it will be a review of Worlds, but I'm splitting it into two parts like I always do for Worlds. Next week, I will talk about the pairs event and the women's event. And the week after that, I will be talking about the men's event and the ice dance event. And then after that, the season will be over and I will sigh of relief. And thank you so much for carrying on with me, following this podcast throughout this very long Olympic season. I will see you next week for a review of Worlds for the pairs and the women's field after I'm so tired. And thank you so much. And bye bye.